when you're not doing very well, it's not very often that you get great parts.
Do you feel that maybe as an artist, you're getting your due the way you would have wanted to?
I mean, I'm just happy I'm working. With Breathe, I felt that the world excited me, and then the role, the way Mayank kind of spoke about Shirley and spoke about her very fondly, that excited me a lot.
I feel, and I find that very, very fascinating. And that really pushes us as a team, my writing team and everybody to really, get on and try and up the ante every time when we go on ahead with the next season.
I just bumped into Mayank's brother and I just realized that he looks a lot like me, And I think that is the answer I was looking for.
Then why did I?
Amit, what has Breathe done for you?
It's kept him alive right now. His breathing is always important, no, Amit?
And that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've spoken about it before. I've spoken it with you. I get very attached to the people I work with, and I get very attached to my work. It's like acting is, most people have a human being as an anchor in their life. And for me, acting is, cinema does that for me. It keeps me, like how Avi just said, keeps me, Breathe keeps me alive. And that's in some, method that's true. Breathe came to me in a time where the career was not in a very happy place. And for that, I'm very grateful to Mayank, because when you're not doing very well, it's not very often that you get great parts, So to even see me shining, or to see and believe in me in a time where things were not that rosy and good, and still feel that I can deliver, that credit goes to the makers, that credit goes to my director for choosing me for this beautiful role and for this beautiful series. And then it's been 7 years now. So I'm a little unwell, but I'm kind of a little numb where it comes to Breathe. A lot of emotions, and it's just been a hell of a positive ride in every aspect.
All right, Saiyami, now you started off with a big spectacle film, but I believe that the most recognition that you've got is from your work on OTT platforms, because somehow you're breathing literally. You don't have to worry about that whether that scene is being impactful enough for the makers to maybe retain it in the final cut and all that. You played, I think, wide variety of characters, and then you surprised with Breathe. Do you feel that maybe as an artist you're getting your due the way you would have wanted to?
I mean, I'm just happy I'm working. So as long as that happens, I'll continue to be happy. So I think, be it the big screen, be it on streaming platforms, as long as I'm working, I think a film set keeps me happy. That's my happy space. So with Breathe, I actually had signed it right after Mirzia. If I remember correctly, it was literally maybe like 6-7 months after Mirzia is when we had spoken, when I had auditioned for it, we had signed it. It was all very new then. I remember watching Breathe the first season, and I felt it was a very exciting world. It was a world I would have liked to be a part of. And again, the stuff I was being offered at that point was not something which I was very excited about. With Breathe, I felt that the world excited me, and then the role, the way Mayank kind of spoke about Shirley and spoke about her very fondly, that excited me a lot. And like I said, I just feel extremely grateful to be just continuously working, because I that's the process I enjoy the most, becoming a character, working on that film. the process I don't like is the farewells, which usually happen after a project. Even though you become so close, it's a very strange place because you work for 3-4 months, you become like a family, and then you part ways. You do keep in touch, you always meet people fondly, but those 3-4 months you're actually like a family. You do every, especially if you're on outdoor shoots, you get so close. So this post-release promotion phase is what I don't like at all. But as long as you move on to something quickly and get onto another project, that's the exciting space to be. And I keep my fingers crossed and hope that continues to carry on.
All right. I hope that you'll like this phase as well. Okay, Mayank. Now, as a maker, as a director, how exciting do you find the fact that the viewers, they tend to find the backstories, the mind space of characters, say in a vehicle like Breathe, very very engaging. You can literally make them delve into the deepest corners of the minds of characters. Do you find it exciting in a way?
For sure. Like I think that's the most exciting part of creating a story for this medium. We've got these amazing such personal reactions. People are so involved, as you said, because you're investing. It's one-to-one. It's so immersive. It's just your headphones, your iPads, and your personal screens. You're watching every nuance of the characters getting unleashed, the narrative style. So and it's very inspiring, and this is what pushes us as the makers, when we get on and write for the next season, because the kind of reactions you get from the audience is the good, the bad, everything. They feel it's theirs, they own it up, and they talk about every aspect of what they've discovered. So I feel, and I find that very, very fascinating. And that really pushes us as a team, my writing team and everybody, to really, get on and try and up the ante every time when we go on ahead with the next season.
All right. So congratulations, Naveen. Great reviews. Excited?
Yeah, very excited. I'm happy about the kind of response we're getting. Mine ने जैसे अभी बात करी, so I'm quite excited. So,
what was your first response when you heard the narration of the script and the character about you?
I was thrilled. In fact, I in fact told Mayank, I still keep on asking him that, and I think last night I got my answer. I actually got my answer. If I can tell him, I just bumped into Mayank's brother, and I just realized that he looks a lot like me, and I think that is the answer I was looking for.
Then why did I?
People do not cast me in such parts.
I didn't know.
And I would keep asking him that how did you think of me for a part like this? Because I feel that I can pull off something like this, but people don't really see me like that. So last night I bumped into his brother, and I saw him alive. He also has a mole here on his left cheek, which is very...
I'm glad you mentioned he's
Saw
alive.
him alive.
Alive,
Yeah, I saw him alive.
I saw him alive. I'm like,
He's
okay.
alive. Thank God somebody's alive.
He said, I saw him alive.
I saw him alive. Oh yeah, okay. So
Great. That's amazing. Congratulations once again, Naveen.